What's up YouTube? I'm Zero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. This is going to be my Boruto episode 175 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching and let's get right into the video. This episode for me, it was like fantastic. I'm not even going to sit here and like stunt for you. Like it was definitely everything that I needed to be and more. Like let's just get this out the way first because this is something I wanted to say. Okay, I'm not one of those people who has like this big old problem with them like doing things a certain way. And I feel like they did things the same, but at the same time they switched it up at the same time. So that really just dropped the rock on everybody head that thought they expected, they knew what exactly was coming. Okay, here's another thing. The stuff with Victor definitely worked out a lot more different, a lot different than we thought that it was. I don't know if he lived or I don't know, but okay, I'm like jumping ahead too fast, right? So let's just go through and explain the story, right? So basically, Boruto and Sarada, they're faced with Deepa, and they basically have in front of him, and the same guy, the same snide looks. He's that underestimating them, like disrespecting them, all type of stuff, right? So basically, they're not gonna let this stand. They're not gonna let the disrespect stand, and they have to get their face back. So they go after him, right? And you could see from the way that they were moving, the way that Sarada was moving, the way that Boruto was moving. It's better. They don't have any progression because that's like they definitely made out better than they did this time, than they did last time. And I think that was like it's good that could be shown. You could see Sarada making more use of her Sharingan, like a lot more, and it actually being corrected, working correctly. But Deepa is still on, like I think he said in his words, our powers are like dimensions away from each other. Something he was saying. Deepa's jutsu and how he can manipulate the blocks, and I don't know if the blocks is actually, that's not just his power. I feel like that's just a way he can shape the carbon. I feel like that is his jutsu, is just the carbon and being able to move it and do it, like making an armor and things like that. Like I definitely seen some cool things out of Deepa this episode that I'm pretty sure is gonna be a whole lot of people ragging on him about. But the only thing that I didn't like about him was when he turned into his final form and he just looked stupid. But either way, it was still good. It was good to me. So you basically have them going back and forth. Sarada's making use of her Sharingan. Boruto is trying to use clones, create diversions and things just so he can get off the high compressing Rasengan. That's what he was trying to do the whole time. So just like everybody thought, I'm pretty sure, basically, Boruto just gonna walk. He's just gonna smack this dude with a Rasengan and it's gonna be over with. And that's not exactly how it happened. You have this clash moment, and it's really cool because every time you seen him clash with one of them, if you took any notice, you could see him like crack a little bit. Like you could see the carbon, the stuff on his body crack a little bit. And I'm like, oh, well, that's something. Even if they don't beat him, there's like they got that close, right? So basically, Deepa's still underestimating them, and he's still being as disrespectful as possible. Like, this level of jutsu. No. He said that later in the episode, but he was basically I think this level of jutsu can't even be considered an appetizer. It was something he was saying. It's just like I enjoy seeing this guy on the screen. It's so funny that all the people that are like the worst villains and everybody hates seeing them, and it's like I kind of enjoy seeing them on the screen, and they're really funny, and it's just like they draw my attention more than some of these other bad guys that are just like, yeah, I'm super serious, but I'm really not all that cool in actuality. But still, though, we'll go into that in another video. But yeah, basically the high compression Rasengan doesn't work. And I don't know how Mitsuki joins the fight. I don't know. It's a moment where Boruto needs to be saved, and he jumps out of nowhere and saves him. Basically, I'm going too far. Let me just dial it back and explain how Orochimaru just showed up and basically just put Victor in his place. and intermember my ass. That doesn't mean he did that like that. He basically showed him up on his regeneration. Like, oh, you have regeneration, but it's not perfect. And it's like, you see his do it perfect. His limb comes right back. And you know, Victor with the little smile and stuff, just thinking that he knew everything that was going on. It's like, this guy really gets on my nerve. I really don't like Victor. And it's like, ultimately what did him dirty in the end is the divine tree. He thought he was going to get implementation. I guess it doesn't work exactly the same as the real one does. And so basically it just snatched him up, and now he's the fruit. It's looking like he became the snack, right? Yeah, I just thought that was just like crazy. That's exactly what he gets. That's exactly what he gets. And now I can see why. Everybody can see why Jigen is so mad at him in the future. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So you have this moment where he goes up. I love how he actually is fighting. He isn't sitting on the sidelines. He isn't calling this guy's name. He's in the battle. He doesn't just want to help him. He is helping him. He's in the battle. He's helping, right? He has a couple of good moments against Deepa too, where he turns to a bunch of and then we get the, and then you have the stuff going on with Deepa. You find out the reason why Mitsuki is back on the battlefield and up and running, and the reason why we didn't see Log show up anywhere is because he was Mitsuki's organ donor. And yeah, so that kind of sucks for him. But Mitsuki basically came back in the fight because of that, and so it's still the same situation where he can't use the Sage mode. It's still like he can use it. It looks like he can use it, but he can only halfway, like, full power, right? So yeah, and basically it's just like, oh, you have the Sarada with her second Tomoi, however you want to say it. It's just like, I thought that was really cool too, about the fact that she just like, yeah, we're not giving up. It's just like, I thought I seen her doing that, and the only thing I can think is she's having a Naruto moment right now. This is her Naruto moment right now, and it's just like, I respect that. And really good moment. I like it a lot. So you have, Deepa. He still, like I said, he was showing us different ranges of his jutsu and how it differs from what we initially thought it was, and how they're talking about how they trained thinking that where he was last time was their cap, and actually in actuality is not. And I just thought that was crazy. The whole time, even though that's good. So then what they thought, even though I'm pretty sure everybody knew that, and I think that was really cool. But also was really cool, okay, they have a few more moments, they go back and forth, and Deepa basically, he shows this transformation, but it's flawed, and he tells you that straight off the gate. And you can see as he makes movements more and more, it's like breaking and cracking every time. Usually these things that wouldn't really, or if he was getting low on chakra or something, or if it's just the form is faulty like that. But I think that's what it is. Basically, he has this moment where he notices the tree is falling. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Orochimaru and Konohamaru, because Konohamaru, that's so crazy. I didn't say his name one time in the video because he really actually didn't do anything. He was fighting with one arm. I will give him that. He was going in against Victor with one arm until Orochimaru showed up and just showed out on everybody. But I think he did like 4 black snake jutsu or something, barrier or something, and basically the tree was melting. He just went critical right then. He just got so mad, right? And he's still in the little form that he was in, right? Doing his little antics in front of him, he's forming the Rasengan, and he knows what's going on. Deepa knows that he's doing this behind him. He gets mad, he turns around, so he starts like his final little attack too. His hand gets all shiny and everything's looking all cool. And can I just say, in this episode, the animation was a whole snack. But so they have this clash basically again. So I know that everybody's thinking like, it's the same thing again. Oh my god, Boruto is just gonna one up him with the Rasengan. So it's like you could tell it's a struggle there. It's not as easy as like it usually would be for other people. And about the episode, they point out like these guys aren't human. These guys aren't human. They're doing stuff that humans can't do, right? And Mitsuki comes to his aid. Sarda comes to his aid. And I'm guessing, I don't really know what was going on, but they were, either they were there for support and also they were giving him chakra. That's what I think. That's what I think was going on. And they made the super high compression Rasengan and basically smacked Deepa up. He got stuck in a wall. He was coughing up blood. And, he was crushed by. So I know it's like 1,000 people that are going to be mad at the way that ended. But I think, to be totally honest, that it was actually okay. For them to defeat him like that, it was actually okay. Because they worked for it and it didn't just happen out of the blue. So, but anyway, I made this video way longer than I made any other video. I'm going to end it right here. This has been my Boruto episode 175 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.